Hello everybody, my name is Elenator and welcome back to Minecraft Through the Android episode, I think we're on 75. Here we are, the second best MTTA round, wondering what will go wrong today. So we wrapped up yesterday, not yesterday, we wrapped up last week working on all these pillars and stuff, and I think I'm satisfied with how it all turned out. And if I'm remembering everything correctly, excuse me Mr. Cow, after we take a quick journey along the wooden pathway, we're going to come back around from the opposite end of the cobblestone pathway, because I think all that's left that really needs to be done, that I really wanted to do, was finish up on the other pathway, because I haven't yet connected the end of it, well, rather the beginning of it, with where the pathway really begins. And we really do just end right here, right with that thin sliver of water. And the nice part is, it is just a simple walk to just boop. And now here we are at the end. I guess if I really wanted, I could do something where I bring these together. Like if I just make one pathway goes to here, and then eventually it would end up top, it would just have to come together. I'd need some way to mesh the two block types. I could just draw a basic border. Call it a day. Anyways, we'll keep walking around here. I almost want another pillar right there. That's an arrow. Hello. Goodbye. Wait, was that bow in the wrong hand? Was the skeleton holding the bow in the right hand? Aren't they supposed to hold the bows in the left? Was that a lefty skeleton? I think on Java Edition at least there's like a 10% chance, which mimics real world values. Huh. Alright, well anyways, not important. I'm inspecting all along here, and I feel like there's not much else I really want to do. I was originally just putting the torches on here for temporary measures. I don't think I'm going to change that. It feels too much effort at this point. And it's fine since these aren't like super clean or whatever. Howdy Henry, welcome back. Alright, so what we need to do now is bring this pathway and connect it to this one. What we'll do first is FBI open up all of this. Bye-bye, little pickaxe. Hello, brand new pickaxe. I've been digging holes and building pathways. Look at all this structure that I've placed down here, all these support columns and these platforms. This is totally not OSHA approved. There are 0 handrails. This would get me shut down real quick if it was constructed in the real world. But this is not the real world. This is Minecraft. And I need, oopsies. I need to fill this in with stone that's been cobbled. This is where we're going to build the next pathway extension. How much do I want to open this up? Do I just want to shave all this down? I'm kind of tempted to do so. And I feel the heat is already getting warm in here. I should check the temperature, see if yesterday was any cooler than today. I'm pretty sure 0.11 had so many alpha builds because 0.11 alpha builds are very buggy, and the big part was I couldn't play survival in the first 4 of them. That was just one part. But yes, howdy all y'all, welcome back. This is the part where I check the weather because now I'm thinking about it. Buzz buzz, not important. Yesterday was a high of 86. Current today's high is 82. Although that's been lying because every time it gives me one high, I wait around a few more hours and the estimated high goes up and up. So chances are today is also going to be closer to 86 or 87 and not just 82. But it's only 79 right now. One of these days it'd be nice to have a thermometer in here though, so that way I know how hot it is in the room. Oh well. We had one a little while back, and then I think it got packed up somewhere. Probably. We used to have a thermometer in the fridge, but I don't know where that one disappeared to. And just like that, I missed my 12 block reach. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll just ring this on over. 19 dropped frames. Bitrate monster, go away. I hear the trash truck. It's that time of the week again. Maybe I should have brought the TNT and used some of it over here. Too late now, I don't think I have any gunpowder left. If anything, I can maybe only create 1 or 2 blocks of it. I almost want to get rid of all of this. This big chunk of stone right here. I just started at the top, but then I'll end up leaving this floating. You should send some of the cool temperatures this way, I'd appreciate it. Colder temperatures make Zelanator happy. And this is why we have stone. Although now that all this has been squared out, it looks odd seeing it just arbitrarily connect here, as opposed to maybe going forward then over. Because now it just looks like the pathway is sitting in the middle of nothing. On either side, there's no cause for it to lead up to here. Whatever. I think I will shave this down some more though. That way it's more of a slope. I'm trying to get rid of this super flat ceiling. Chirp chirp. Well, now I'm getting stuck with a super flat wall. Oi. I'd rather just keep carving out. Oop. Because I could always use more building materials. Ah, that did fall. I'll pick it up soon. Probably. This is not helping. Now it's just sort of sitting here. Goodbye, other pickaxe, as I keep swinging that one. I wonder. Okay, so it will keep playing the swinging animation for your item, but it does not actually apply any damage to the blocks. It will not mine them. Where is... Oop. There it is, the andesite that I said I'd get later. It has become later. I'm not a big fan of this staircase right here, though. But I'd have to make it either out of cobblestone or dark oak planks. And right now, I'd rather not make it out of either. You know, I think we're just going to get rid of the rest of this. It's just sort of sitting here. And besides, I could use the coal. I could use the coal because I need all these torches replaced. Since I've spent so much coal making the torches, I need a refund for the next time I have things to cook. Which, seeing as we are coming near the end of 0.11, there's not much more time where I can build nether reactors and generate nether spires. I think what we might do is, now that this big ol' mining area is complete, at least I'm marking it as complete, we'll see if I ever come back to fill it in. Truth be told, I didn't really know what else to put down here. I could make individual houses. Then that will definitely make this feel more like a settlement. Because right now it kind of just feels like a mine. Like it was all carved out intentionally just for the resources. And all these pathways were to get around easier. And apparently there's still that pig down here. Well, you know what I didn't do? I didn't make that sheep monument. Well, guess we got some traveling to do. Where is the white wool? I might be slightly lost though. It was somewhere around here. But around here looks nothing like what it used to. Maybe the wool was down there. I would not have moved it. And I don't think Endermen are capable of picking up wool. I'm certain I placed that wool down somewhere around here. Is it in a different cave? Because it was near where the TNT went off. And I thought the TNT went off somewhere around here. Maybe it was up higher. Oh boy. Well, if we can't find the wool, we're not making the monument. 0.11 is available on mobile. If you know where to download it, 0.11 is available. And howdy, welcome back to my first stream. Have you seen any of my streams before? I didn't know you checked my YouTube. Oop. Almost thought more gravel was going to fall on my head. Thankfully, it did not. Drop a torch, keep it nice and bright. I'm certain I placed the block of wool somewhere up here, because I placed it specifically to keep track of where to build the monument. But now I'm not at all finding where I set it. I have no idea. I think I'm gonna have to give up on that. That's kind of a bummer. I was gonna honor the sheep that passed away when I wasn't looking. Howdy Griffin, welcome back. I've done the part then. Making it feel like a mine. Hooray! Because before it was just a big hole. I'm now partially tempted to go back after the stream on my own time, go back and check where I put the wool down. Journey to the Farlands in the Nether. That was 4 years ago. That was 2022 by now. So I guess you have seen some of my streams before then. Alright, let me toss the cobblestone that I can. Or maybe I'll just take back everything I have currently on me, because if both of these are full... Oh wait, no they're not. Oops. Well, either way, I still need to make some more stairs, so we'll do that real fast. And then I can toss the rest over here. Oh wait, hold up. And boop. Ta-da! There we go. Now this pathway is officially complete. I just had to hook it up over here. I guess what we could do now is bring the lower pathway over. Because I still seem to get lost in this cave, even though it's not supposed to be that difficult to get lost. I just need to fill in the floor. Is it over here? Yep. Alright, cool. I guess we're going to make this out of cobblestone then. Does that mean I should connect this with the top part? Oops, well I just put all that cobblestone away. Surprise! We're about to go back and pick it up again. Because I'm going to carve out some of the floor on here for an easy walkway, but I'm not going to carve that much. I'm going to try to flatten most of this. Alright, well, let's go. Maybe I should have put these chests closer towards the entrance. I left them over here because at the time, this was kind of it's a little secluded area. But then I started digging, and digging, and more digging. And now it's not very secluded anymore. And I forgot that I needed more stairs. Like here, we'll make a bunch more. I feel better. I have no idea how I'm going to navigate that little ledge there. Because this really gets squished down to just 1 block wide. This is going to be a bit of a hassle. But I probably won't stay too strict with how I build this. I was more particular with the pathway. Hello, surprise gravel. Thanks for being in the floor and not above my head. Alright, left or right? How about we go right, since this is closer to our final destination? No, I've not seen any Final Destination movies. Are they still making more? Can't remember what the last one they worked on was. Was it 5? Do I remember my commercials enough? My ads and people talking about it? Maybe they made it to 6. Oh well. Now it's kind of dark, so we're going to plop a torch, keep it bright. Alrighty, so over here, I'm thinking maybe we'll build a pathway here. This is already open enough. And then I'll just go straight across. One thing's for sure, I won't be getting lost anymore. All I have to do is follow the trail. If I made this out of gold blocks, I could have called it the Yellow Brick Road. Oop, we're good. Oop, we're good, part 2. It says I tried to correct my mouse movements. I'm not a big fan of this little trench here, though. I wonder if I should have placed this 1 block lower. But in doing so, that means I would have to travel up and down another block. And I'd also have to carve all that out and undo the pathway, which I just built. Oh well. Do I leave it there? This whole cave right here is at a diagonal. Now the question now is it at all possible to be up here and reach the other part of the cave? Because isn't it... Whoop. Just but a scratch. Oh, it's way over here. This is such a roundabout way. Oh, what is this lighting bug? Oh, that's a death pit. No, thank you. Oh wait, hold on. If I fell from down there, or fell from up there, it's not worth it. I was gonna try to have the cobblestone pathway meet up with the cobblestone. I changed my mind. That's not happening anymore. Yeah, we'll just go diagonal. This is the only diagonal part of this entire pathway now. And I think I might want to make it wider. This is only 3 blocks wide, but I feel I'm going to want it to be 4. Is that important? Nope. Bye-bye. Yeah, so we'll just fill it into 1 extra block on this side. Oh wait, but this is a even visually even, whatever. Well, now it lines up over here. Now this is symmetrical, if you only take into account the first block. Alright, well, it's official. I'm calling it Dunzo, and we're going to get rid of that lighting bug, and we'll see if that ever comes back, if I remember to check up on it. I also want to move these upward. Alright, there we go. Other than the cobblestone lining up with the planks, I think I'm happy with how it all turned out. Let's take one last look around as there's another sheep. Did the sheep come back to life? Now, one grass block in the cave not far from here. I still wonder if it really is spawning these mobs, and I don't even know how that grass block ended up down here. My only theory is that there's an enderman up top who spawned, picked up a grass block from the surface and placed it down here, and happened to place it right where I dug out an area for mining. Because the way it looks exactly like it's in a hole where I went mining. I dug out an ore vein. There we go, we're gonna make this safe because I need... Oop. I'm just here for the gold, please. Whoop, haha. That could have been bad if that water wasn't there. That could have been the end of me for the day. Probably not, we're only 26 minutes into this. I don't know if I would have ended a stream this early. Excuse me, bat, I'm working here. I remember, kind of random, but seeing the bat made me think of this story. Many years ago, I don't know if he's still around today, but there was a guy by the name of Swimming Bird 941. Adam was his real name. He used to make Minecraft videos. I remember seeing many of his snapshots, news, and updates videos. Those were fun. And I remember during the 1.6 era when resource packs were new, he worked on a showcase for the resource packs that changed the sound for bats to him saying, "I'm Batman." And so every time a bat would squeak, the bat would instead say, "I'm Batman." Those were the days 13 years ago. And I think that there's people playing Minecraft now who are younger than that. Alright. I placed down more torches. I looked around for the source of that grass block. Couldn't find it. Now I have a pathway that leads back to the staircase. I think we're all good. And now that I have one singular additional block of gold, we're going to head over to our storage area and we're going to see just how much gold we still have. Because if I have enough to make 4 blocks, then it's that time again to craft another, or to utilize another reactor. I'm trying to get as many uses out of it as I can by now. I remember the first build for 0.11. I just casually walked over here and said zoop and fell right through the floor. Tried again, walked right through, and then after respawning, I would just casually fall out of the world because I'd fall all the way through. Welcome to Bedrock. I think I keep regular stone in here. It's the other stone variants that I don't. Alright, how are we doing? We have... Oh, wait, I think we have enough gold. Let's grab all that as I put the other stuff away. In fact, since I have coal on me, are all of these full? And I didn't leave anything inside. Good job, me of the past. You remembered to pick up the stuff. Nighttime is here. It all starts again. I wonder just how much gold I'm wasting on making these nether spires. Am I really gonna be sad that in the future all this gold should have gone towards powered rails? I'm not there yet. Well, I wonder if at some point I will be. And somehow I don't have an axe on me. Did it break and I not replace it? Didn't I have more chickens in this? Why do I only have 3? Huh. Did you escape? Did you somehow go through the fence? I wouldn't be surprised if that's a bug. Oops. Alright, well, let's not reset the weather timer. There is no weather timer yet. In fact, here, while I'm here, let's just grab what I need. So I need the pickaxe, and I need the core. And then I'll clear out the other things before grabbing the rest of the cobblestone. Oh yeah, was build 13? Yes, it was. Look, the grass finally spreads again. Party potato. Because that was a bug for a long time. I want to say since the first 0.11 build. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, for the majority of 0.11's development cycle, grass would not spread. And hooray, they fixed it. So now, the sheeps will not eat up all the grass within my little town here. What's the difference between a village and a town? I feel like with the industrialization I've done here, this is no longer just a village. Are the villagers still in here, though? Are they gone? Did they despawn? They were safe. Nothing could have gotten them. That's not cool. Adikoski, welcome back. There used to be one trapped in this house because they didn't know how to open doors, so the ones that spawned in the houses that I never touched. I guess now they're gone. Well, that's sad times if I'm going to want to do trading and however long it takes for that to get implemented. I'm going to have to go find other villagers. This is the only village I've stumbled upon, though. Then again, I really haven't done much exploring. I've just been walking the same path back and forth between here and home. Oh well. Here, let's put the pickaxes away. In fact, we'll put away everything we don't need. Let's just bring that. Except the hotbar is all kind of messed up. Close enough. Alright, let's grab all of you. Alrighty, let's go find where I built the other ones, because I want to say... Which direction did I wander in? I think I went this way and over to the left, maybe. Oh yeah, is this finally going to look better? Because this was ugly with the amount of dirt that was sitting here. I think it's working, I'll just have to wait around a little while. But yeah, I went walking in one of these directions. I almost wonder if I can see the other spire from here. I don't know if it's a good idea to max out the render distance, but we're going to try it. Alright, and... boop. Because there's somewhere out in the plains biome. I do feel like it was off in that direction. Game crash. So there is some chunk somewhere over here. Yada, welcome to the stream. So there is some chunk that causes... that upon loading will cause the game to crash. Everything was off in that direction. Maybe that was the spawner that didn't work. The entity less spawner. Alright, well, I'm just gonna start walking in some direction and hope I know where I'm going. Nothing new there. As I wait and make sure that is gone for sure. Yep. It was nice and it shut down properly this time. Boop. Hit the live button to make sure we are in fact live. Loading, loading, loading. Boot up ads. Someone else was asking about it on a recent stream. Said, what anime was that? I said, I don't know. It was from the, whoop. Why does it spawn me so high up? I hope that gets fixed soon. But anyway, someone else was asking me what anime that was. I said, I don't know, I'm not paying attention. And so I waited around a little bit, and when I reloaded, I said, oh, it's ZZZ. It's one of the startup ads. In the time of Nox booting up, that's the time for me to go check other things. Zenless Zone Zero. Another gacha game. I'll say another, but I feel like it's been out for... Hello! I feel like it's been out for a few years now. Maybe not that long. Man, I must have been here at nighttime. Look at all these bad guys that haven't despawned yet. Nothing's wrong with OBS. 49 drop frames. I think that's what it was at earlier. Yeah, I must have loaded all of these bad guys at night. Oh, clearly I've been here when I sheared the sheep. Huh. Come on. I've already spent one sword use on you. Goodbye. I realized my hotbar was duplicated because I didn't know what to put in the empty slots. I just realized that. I wonder when that happened. Okay, I don't remember this river. Which direction did I go in? If anything, I could just casually plop down another spire out here. There's another place I'm not all too interested in. Because I'm not seeing where the other one ended up. I'll check this hill real fast. And if it's not up there, then I don't know where I put the other one. It's like 20 blocks tall. How can you lose it? You lose it when you can only see 5 chunks ahead of you. Yeah, we're just gonna set it down right over here. Since there's nothing of importance. Probably. Boop, 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 boop. Oopsies. Not the correct pattern. Null? Does it not know how to render an exclamation mark? And huzzah! Let's try to grab these gold blocks as fast as we can. No way, did I just mine all 4 of them? That's a new record. My previous record was only 3. And that's why I grabbed a diamond pickaxe. Stay back. I grab a diamond pickaxe so that way I can maximize my mining speed. You know what, here, I should probably grab my food, make sure that's easily accessible. One thing that's kind of funny to me is that for how much they optimized Pocket Edition, their plan for giving players all these otherwise unobtainable items is to just spawn the entities on the ground. And that's funny to me because Minecraft has a history of entities very, very quickly dropping the performance. And so having all the items just spawn is kind of funny to me. Alright, well anyways, let's dig all this up. You know what, maybe I should have brought those torches, because now it's really dark. But I do need all this obsidian. I don't know what English Muffin Man you're talking about. You know what would be cool? It turned to daytime. Unfortunately, it's not going to be daytime for another several minutes. Hungry, hungry. Hungry, hungry bitrate monster. Eating my upload speed again. Things have been going fine. Until they haven't. Sad times, because it feels like we're getting an above average viewership today. Alright, so got the core, got the 28 up or 24 obsidian. Now we head back in the direction of, it was this way, right? Because I'm pretty sure the river should be, hello. Because I'm pretty sure the river was that way, which means it should just be this way. I'm gonna hope that the light gray sheep, that light gray sheep was the one that I sheared previously. And so this is the swamp we're looking at. There's the light. Hooray. So it's just over here. I can see. Because of YouTube's compression, I think you guys can see that light as well. Oopsies. Did I pick that up? No, I did. Every little string helps. Even though, truth be told, I don't do a lot of wool crafting. Alright, so what we'll do now, we'll sleep to make sure that we can all see again. And then I think we're going to grab more cobblestone and we're going to make another reactor. Or we're going to make another spire. In fact, why don't I grab that extra gold block? We'll just power through several of these. You know what would be smart though? I should probably dump my inventory. There's a lot of stuff in here. And I think we're also going to grab a bed. In fact, I'll sleep, and then we'll pick up the bed, and we'll go from there. Donations accepted. Donations accepted for funding a new microphone. As I think after 8 years, it's finally reaching the end of its life. Excuse me, buddy, you're in the way. Can you move on over? Terrible puns every day. Next computer upgrade though. Next time I have the availability, I'm replacing the microphone. It served me well these past 8 years. In fact, I even found the box. I found the box recently for it. But yeah, it's not doing me much good these days. I wonder if I should just grab a couple chests and toss everything over there. In fact, I'll just do that now. I guess I didn't leave any of my dark oak up here since I brought it down. Oopsies, my fault. I probably didn't need that much. I only needed 16. Oh well. I wonder if I need like one hand on the mute button, and then when I don't plan on talking, I just leave it muted, because that overrides any sort of signal it sends. Although I'm trying not to move the cable around, because I'm pretty sure it's the connection point. The connection point within the cable itself, where you plug it in. I don't know if it's the... Hello. Don't know if it's the tip of the connector or if it's the jack that it plugs into, as I've yet to troubleshoot. I see you, Green Bean. You see me too. Haha, you just have to spam the button and it works. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put away all this stuff that we don't need. And then I'll just collect it all here, and at the end, we'll come back and pick it all up. I'm just keeping the cobblestone, the food, and the gold. And we're gonna sleep. Hopefully we'll sleep fast enough before all the stuff inside despawns. Except, I'm certain you may not rest now, there are monsters nearby. I wonder if it took me this long to finally start getting decent with collecting the gold blocks. Oops. Hold up. Speaking of, I need to collect the obsidian. I feel like, since we're on build 13 now, I feel like we're just going to use up the rest of the cobblestone that we can. And if I somehow still have gold after that, I'll probably just let it all sit there. Because at some point, I'm going to get tired of making all these nether spires. So I'm thinking of just leaving them. But if we're already at build 13, and I'm just trying to maximize the nether spire usage, how far do I really need to go? I do not have any torches on me. I left them at home because I wanted them saved up. Wait, did that one I get 26 obsidian out of? There's supposed to be 26? Or did it spawn more obsidian? Because I thought it was only 24. Oh my gosh, why are there so many? Unless I'm getting a lot of gunpowder. Chirp chirp. I'd much rather have the bird in the background than static. And boop. What the? You seeing this, baby pigman jockey? Huh, that's kind of funny. Does the pigman not control the chicken? Is the chicken just wandering around? Definitely not a Java edition thing. Okay, I think I picked everything up. I probably should have brought a few torches and lit up this chest area. There's another. Why are there so many babies spawning? Hmm. No, thank you. We're gonna be smart about this. We're gonna heal up all the way. But yeah, whatever they did recently, the chances for a baby zombie to spawn seems to be incredibly high. This is kind of crazy. What's my armor doing? That chest plate's not gonna last much longer. I probably should have considered that. Feels like I spend more time cleaning up the area than I do fighting the pigmen. Oh, I was already in this one. It says I get lost forgetting which spire I just did. Nine plus 9 plus 8. Yeah, it was supposed to be 26. Oops. I lost 2 obsidian last time. My fault. Well, I guess the first time. Auto jump, leave me alone. I wonder how you would anthropomorphize auto jumping. Because he is absolutely on the villains list in the Zelanator universe. Auto jump is on the villains list. There we go. What are we at? 26. Well, let's toss all of the items. As I see bad guys spawning in. I'm realizing this is a great way to get obsidian. Although it is, I'm pretty sure, much more inefficient than if I were to just mine a lava lake after flooding it. Well, that's not cool. At least the bed's safe. I'm surprised my inventory isn't filled up yet. Do I just have that many inventory slots? It only gives so few items. Alright, well, we're gonna pick up the bed. We'll probably just do one more of these, as I did in fact lose both the chest blocks themselves. That's not the end of the world. I see you. There's no way to acquire nether spires. I'm pretty sure the code for them was removed in 0.12. Don't quote me on that though, I don't think we have a build for 0.12 to verify. That can be decompiled. There's definitely no way to naturally acquire them after. If you want nether spires in modern bedrock worlds, you're probably just better off going to the nether, getting a bunch of netherrack and building your own. Alrighty, I think... Here we go again. Whatever I was doing before, I must have just been very inefficient. Because I'm realizing it's not too difficult. Unless I changed something with the mining speed of gold blocks. As I remember, I used to have difficulty. I'd only get 2 or 3 gold blocks. I almost thought it was impossible on here just because I'm not using the proper controls. I'm doing what I can, though. Ah, yes, all that nether quartz just filled up my inventory. Immediate sleep. I will now pick up all this nether quartz. In fact, what we'll do, we are going to say hello, Mr. Enderman here. Say goodbye. And we'll just toss this down for now. In fact, why don't I just prepare building a second one, or the next one. I see you. Howdy. Again. Can you not? I don't even hear them explode. I just take the damage. Alright, anyways, let's pick up what we can from in here. We're also going to combine the stack because I need more inventory slots. Did everything despawn in here? No. I don't watch shorts. I don't spend time watching short form content. This applies to any platform. The most would be Instagram, but I only spend maybe one good video. Too easy to get sucked in means they've optimized a way to grab your attention. And they've optimized a way to bypass your self-awareness. Because all I need to do is pay attention that, hey, I'm watching this video, then I'm done. I don't doubt the number that 21% is AI. But where did you get the stats from? I can pick that up, right? Alright, cool. Just making sure. Yeah, you can send me the article, and I'll check it out later. Alright, I think... I got a potato, that's why my inventory filled up. But what I think is, we're gonna come back with another chest. I wonder if this was a good idea. If this was a good idea to just flood all these plains here. That's okay. 20% of all videos? That's even worse. Okay, so that makes a little more sense because I think to myself, like, it seems a little harder to pull stats of just shorts. Unless you know the YouTube API well. So like 20%, 21% of all videos makes more sense to me. And I'm watching, I keep looking over. I'm trying to catch whenever the static starts popping up, but I'm still not great at it. If I had a way to listen to my own audio without you guys listening to my own audio being duplicated, that would be beneficial. But right now, I don't have a way to do that. Alrighty, so we're gonna... You know what we need? We gotta do something with all this quartz. Because